What is going on, people? Welcome back to Laced Up Boxing. How are we doing? Now, it's about time I milked this cow. Misfits Prime Card, a card that needs no introduction, a card that will probably be one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year, which is just crazy to say. Tommy Fury versus KSI, Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis, and the rest of them. I've been saving this one, but it's currently 1 week until the fight, so yeah, predictions. I'm just going to run through the main card, give my thoughts and who I think is going to win. But yeah, this is stacked. I mean, it's as big as it gets in the influencer world. So starting off the main card, we got Anthony Taylor versus King Kenny. So obviously King Kenny was in the Kingpin tournament. He was supposed to face Anisan Gibb, but KSI said that he didn't want that same fight going on Misfits for whatever reason. I don't think Gibb was keen anyway. So now we got him versus Anthony Taylor, which is actually a really good matchup. Anthony fought Salt Pappy back in April, May time. I was actually there live to watch it. And yes, he won, but I think it was more a fact of Salt Pappy losing than Anthony Taylor winning. He would throw one punch and then just clinch. Not impressive whatsoever. I don't think any of his fights have been very impressive. He went the distance with Ryan Taylor and got a draw. He lost to Idris Virgo. He lost to Tommy Fury. I think this guy's just a durable guy, but he's a punching bag at the end of the day. Now, King Kenny, on the other hand, for someone who started boxing only a year or two ago, he's taken the biggest challenges out of anyone in the influencer scene, apart from Jake Paul. Like, he chucked himself in the deep end more than enough times. And he had one loss to Ashley Raksu, where he didn't let his hands go enough. And then since then, he's learnt from it. He's in the gym 6 days a week. Like, you just look at his physique and he looks like a pro boxer. Like, he is in tremendous shape. You can tell he lives and breathes this sport. The improvements that you've seen fight to fight has just been immense. And now I think he's really finding his range and his power and is just comfortable in the ring. His last fight with Whindersson Nunes was just flawless. I think he should have maybe put the pressure on a little bit more and tried to get him out of there. But I think he was just enjoying himself too much. Just all the showboating and landing at will. I think he just was admiring in his work. So this being said, I think that Kenny's going to come in, fight a smart game, keep Anthony Taylor on the outside and win every round, in my opinion. I think it's 4 or 5 rounds. I think it's 5 rounds. But I can't see Anthony Taylor winning this unless Kenny lets him clinch him. But I know that him and Daly have been practicing clinch work and how to get out of it and maneuver correctly. Yeah, I think he's just on a different level boxing-wise to Anthony Taylor. And I think he'll be a very convincing win. I just don't think he'll be able to get Anthony out of there, as, yeah, no one's ever been able to do that before. So yeah, I got a King Kenny by unanimous decision for that one. Next up, the rematch, Waleed Sharks versus Dean the Great. This has been labelled as one of the best fights on Misfits, their first match. Two good boxers. I used to watch Dean back in the day when he was street boxing, and Waleed Sharks, I think he was an amateur boxer. He won Golden Gloves a couple times. So yeah, he's knows his stuff. He's only young, he's only 19. And in their previous match, he pretty much dominated the whole fight. He was beating Dean to the punches and dropping him constantly until that last moment where Dean set up a perfect right hand and dropped him. He got complacent and just, yeah, slacked with the defense. So since then, they've both had a few fights and yeah, they both looked all right. They were even tag team partners, but you can see they are still pretty much on the same level as they were fighting the same opponent, and neither one of them could really definitively beat the other guy more convincingly. So I think they are very evenly matched, and I feel like it's going to be kind of the same as the first fight, but I think Dean is going to bring a bit more variety than just trying to land that right hand. However, I do think Waleed is going to still beat Dean to the punches and ultimately put the pressure on him until he gets a TKO stoppage, because Dean showed that he's very durable. He's not just going to get knocked out, but I think he's going to take enough damage that the ref will stop the fight. So yeah, I got Waleed Sharks by TKO on that match. Then next up, the spicy one, Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis. You know what? I think Dylan Dennis is funny as fuck. Yeah, he's probably taking it too far, but it's fucking Logan Paul. Like, he literally filmed a dead body in the forest. Like, he's done loads of crappy things. I say put the pressure on. Like, all's fair in love and war. And he's witty, man. Like, he stumbles a little bit on his speech, but he always gives one back. But can he box? Absolutely not. He looks stiff, slow, doesn't know what he's doing. His footwork is just terrible. Yeah, I think you can probably read his shots if you were blind. He just does not look the part as a boxer. Definitely looks like a jiu-jitsu guy trying to throw hands. And this is just from a couple clips, but yeah, I think, no offense to the bloke, but you should stick to jiu-jitsu. Whereas Logan, on the other hand, he's got them fast twitch muscle fibers, he's athletic, he's powerful, and he's been training boxing now for 5 years on and off. I just cannot see any way that Dylan is gonna bring something to the table which is going to shock Logan and stop him from coming forward. I think the real question is, how will Logan win? Will he be able to knock him out, or will Dylan be able to survive to the last bell? I don't know. I sense in knockout, because Dylan's been chatting so much shit about his girl. I think Logan's gonna not be satisfied unless he doesn't put this guy away. I'm pretty sure it's a 6-round fight. Yeah, probably the 4th round, I reckon Logan will stop Dylan, knockout, or maybe with a body shot. Actually, no. Logan Paul 4th round, knockout with the uppercut. That is my prediction. And then the big boys, Tommy Fury, KSI. Man, I want JJ to win. Like, he started this whole YouTube boxing. You want him to go out with a bang, and I think that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's been releasing a lot of footage leading up to this, and this brother's powerful. Yes, they are very telegraphed punches, but fuck, man. He generates a lot of power in that right hand. But in all of his previous fights, he's just left his chin up in the air. Even Joe Fournier was able to time him. So I think Tommy is going to be letting the shots off on KSI. And I think KSI is going to be eating a lot of punches. But I don't think that's going to deter him. I think he's just going to still keep trying to pressure Tommy. I think he might land on Tommy a couple times. But yeah, I just cannot see him timing up that punch to knock Tommy out completely. He's just too telegraphed, and Tommy will just read it too much. So I do see KSI losing more or less every round in this fight and going to a decision loss. I think Tommy can throw enough volume to keep JJ at bay, and his jab can just fuck up JJ's rhythm and his whole game plan. It kind of does remind me of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. Like, Tyson's the way better boxer. You just know he's going to win all the rounds boxing-wise. But Deontay's got that one punch that if he lands, it could change everything. You saw how those fights went. Tyson Fury won all of them. I know the first one was a draw, but he won all of them. And I feel like it's the same sort of game plan for this one. So yeah, I've got Tommy Fury by unanimous decision. Let's see how many I get. I don't know, but October 14th, we will find out. Let me know in the comments who you've got for all of these fights. I'm actually interested to see who people think are going to win. And yeah, this is going to be a historic card for the influencer boxing. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, peace.